Thanks so much for tuning in. We've got an exciting day in front of us and I am truly looking forward to it. I'm a little bit anxious, but I can tell you now it's going to be exciting. We're at Jakem Farm, you can see behind me. We've got the two cars. We're gonna have a crack at the title, okay? So I'm assured that there are some easy tracks. Where I'm standing at the moment, I can tell you now, it looks like there's some really, really hard tracks as well. But you know what? I haven't done this before. It's a first for me. And I haven't really done extreme four-wheel driving. Now, we probably won't be doing anything too extreme, but the owner, Jason, he's going to take us out in one of his cars, which is exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a little bit anxious because some of the hills are very, very steep. But you know what? We're going to learn. And that brings me to the next topic, Jakem Farm. If you own a four-wheel drive and you want to come and learn something, these guys do tuition. I'm going to come out and learn, especially the recovery side of it, so I can do it safely. I find the biggest problem with myself is, you know, I think I know, but do I really? Because when you jump in a car with someone who really knows what they're talking about, it's a different world. It really is. So these guys are going to teach me a whole lot more about four-wheel driving safely. And my advice to you is 45 minutes from Adelaide, seriously, up at Cullington here, you guys should do the same. Now, I'm not quite sure what's in store as yet, but we are going to go out and we're going to have a crack at the title. So stay tuned.
So there's a safety track in the middle if you want to take it.
We're going to need it.
Just enjoyed a fantastic lunch. Some of the spots here that you can come down and camp, they mow the lawn, they manicure it, they look after it. You know, really, no complaints from me. What a fantastic place. Some of the tracks, if you're not used to four-wheel driving, some of the tracks are pretty full on, okay? They are pretty intense. They're not all sort of easy-going tracks. I can assure you of that. They've got, even as we're talking, we're passing one here that, I mean, that's deemed a track. Well, you're not going to try that in the car that you need on Monday, okay? So, but there's huge amounts of easy tracks, and you don't have to do the crazy hard stuff. It's not required. If we spin around, and I'll just get Amelia to spin around a bit, move my hat for you. This track here looks hard, but the reality is we're just going to straddle the water up through the centre and drive up it. It's not really a big problem. Again, that sort of stuff you can do in any car. You don't need a hardcore pumped up four-wheel drive to be here. Right now we're surrounded by people that have regular cars, not even a bull bar, and they've got road tyres on them. So that gives you an idea. You don't have to be the the hardcore four-wheel driver. And I think that's important to know, because as you can see, the track that you just saw in that footage, I'm currently driving over, and I'm just putting my wheels either side of that rut, just sort of picking that line and very slowly and carefully just going up. Not really a problem. And to be honest with you, the car does it easy. All right, modern cars have technology. It's not struggling, just nice and slow, probably a little bit quicker than walking pace. Again, not hard, seriously. So don't feel that you can't come out here in your everyday car. Four-wheel drives are invented for this. It's pointless having one to just drive on bitumen. Get out here. You're 45 minutes from Adelaide. And what a fantastic place. Bring the kids. They're not on an iPad. They're not on a phone. They're out here and they will be screaming, loving. They'll love this. They will love this. They really will. So get out here and give it a shot. So what we've got now is got Amelia. Now Amelia hasn't done four-wheel driving, and I can tell you now that I want to put her behind the wheel so that you can actually see it's not difficult. It's just about picking those lines. It's something that you can all definitely do.
Okay, what's my line?
You're left there, go left. That's it, good line. Nice and slow. Start turning towards me now. Stay to the right there. Follow these other tracks up, wide right.
Go, Bessie. Can't see anything. Oh my god.
Beautifully done. Okay, so again, Amelia's behind the wheel. She's just coming down into the creek, and as you can see, it's quite a steep incline. The car, its hill descent technology, is actually doing all the braking. Amelia's just covering the brake and steering with the steering wheel as she goes through the creek there. And as she just gets through, she'll probably smack the tow bar, I dare say, but anyway, it's all good. So through she comes.
Just keep going there and go up past me. Stay to that right hand side.
Should I be going more hardcore? That's the question.
Maybe, just keep going.
Doing well, very, very well.
Probably need to raise my seat a bit more.
Keep going all the way to the top there.
Cheers.
Okay, the day has come to a close. We have had an absolute ball here at Jakem Farm. I'm sitting here, this is the best bloke that I have ever met at a caravan and camping show.
Oh, sorry, hay fever.
We came out here and not obviously knowing what we were going to encounter, and from some of the footage that you've already seen, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I can't speak highly enough. To have this 45 minutes or an hour from Adelaide, depending on where you live, we are spoilt. There's no question about it. You can buy your car. Today we saw some very standard cars that people just go and purchase and came out, and like I've said with the car that I've got, the Volkswagen, it's only got a lift. We haven't done anything to it. It's got a bull bar. Other than that, it's got nothing. So we've come out and we've had a fair dinkum crack at it. Some of the stuff I was pretty scared, but then there's really easy stuff as well. So it just depends on which way you want to choose. But look, I can't speak highly enough about the place. And to be honest with you, look, if you're in South Australia and you're in, especially if you're in Adelaide, and you've owned, or sorry, if you've purchased a four-wheel drive, get up here, have a crack. But anyway, that's a bit of an intro. I wanted to ask the big man himself, mate, Jakem, where did the name come from?
Oh, actually, that's funny. Actually, a lot of people actually ask that. So, Jakem comes from myself.
Yep.
Jay being Jason, and the 6 women in my life, which is the missus and the kids.
Excellent.
So, A being Annabelle, so J-A being Annabelle. The K is Christina, which is my handbrake, you know, the brains of the outfit.
Yep.
The little C out of the K is Claire.
Yep.
But the K squared, the little number 2, is Kari.
Yep.
And then there's the twins, Amber and Megan. So,
sensational.
and that was their colours when we actually produced this place in 2007.
Excellent.
So yeah.
All right. Well, that's a family affair. That's bloody. You know what? That's good. That's good. Like it.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering that today.
Just wanted one boy. I just wanted. There we go.
Yeah. Well, these things happen.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's bloody. You know what? That's good. Because I was wondering actually. I was driving around and sort of thinking, what is it? You know, like, why is it called this? And yeah, like I said, mate, I thought to myself, I want to ask you this afternoon, like, how did it end up with that name? But the funny thing is, like, you do four-wheel driving to the extreme, but you've also catered for someone to come out and learn. And mate, you've ticked every box. That's what we're trying to achieve, because what we're about and what Rex's Adventures is about, and I've told you before, is getting people away from an iPad and a phone.
Yeah. That's exactly what this place is all about.
Yeah, mate, it represents what we're trying to achieve here. Like, go and get a car. Like, we bought the old army thing, and I think probably cost you 15 grand. You're out here having fun. You could buy something for 10 grand, come out and have fun.
A lot of people buy $3,000, you know, Hiluxes and stuff like that, and come out and have fun.
Yeah, mate, it's sensational. No, good on you. And I wanted to thank you for today, because we've had an absolute ball. We really have.
It's been good to know you too. Yeah, I said I've learned about what you do.
Yep.
It's not always about me. You know, some people think that's different, but it's not always about me.
Yep.
You know? But I think what you're doing is great too. I think your ventures are. I'd love to support your ventures for sure. I think what you're doing is very Australian.
It's about trying to get all the Australian kids out there off iPads, mate. That's what it's about.
Yeah. I think, you know, you and I got the same sort of heart where we're going and what we're doing.
Yep.
And I'm happy to support that from this end.
You know what, we think it's a bloody good country. You hear a lot about whinging politics and a lot of bullshit, but the reality is we live in the best place in the world. And
I believe so. I said, mate, I just come back from the States, as you know.
Yep.
But Australia's still home.
Yeah, it is.
They don't call it the lucky country for no reason.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for having us.
You're welcome. Yeah.
It's been a fantastic day.
Good. Yeah, cheers.